Islam spread by the sword. Tell us that. So what? We gave them the choices between accepting Islam or paying taxation or facing the possibility of going to war. But to say, no, Islam was not spread by the sword, this is not true. What is meant by it is mentioned, which is to fight.
So I commented under this video, affirming to what Sheikh said, that Islam was indeed spread by the sword. And I got two common responses. One said that Islam is not a religion of peace, and the other compared Jesus Christ to Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. First, Islam literally means submission to God's will. Peace is understood as a result of that submission. So Islam itself is not a religion of peace, it's a religion of submission. Second, comparing Jesus to Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, is not fully fair. Jesus lived as a preacher under Roman rule without any political power. Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, became a spiritual leader and a head of state in 7th century Arabia, where warfare was part of survival. Different roles produce different actions. This was also a violent time globally. From 602 to 628, the Christian Byzantine Empire and the Zoroastrian Persian Empire were literally at each other's throat. Both empires bled each other dry. Warfare and conquest were the norm, not something that was unique to Muslims only. So what does spread by the sword means? Does it mean forced conversion? The Quran states there's no compulsion in religion. When Muslim armies conquered Egypt in 639, the population was overwhelmingly Christian. Egypt remained majority Christian for centuries. Non-Muslims paid a tax called jizya in exchange for protection, exemption from military service, while groups like women, children, the poor, the disabled were exempt from this tax. Many Coptic Christians who had tensions with the Byzantine Church after the Council of Chalcedon in 451 found Muslim rule allowed them to practice their faith with more autonomy. I can see many Coptic Christians on social media attacking Islam continuously. Forget this fact. Although the same cannot be said about Christian rulers. In 782, Charlemagne issued the Capitule de Partibus Sectione during the Saxon War, which imposed death penalties for refusing baptism. The Crusades literally massacred the Jewish and Muslim inhabitants in the end of the 11th century when they took over Jerusalem. We also see that Islam did not spread only through conquest. Indonesia, for example, which today is the world's largest Muslim population, adopted Islam mainly through trade and merchants between the 13th century and the 16th centuries, not through large military-scale invasions. The point is not that one side was perfect and the other was evil. The fact is that history is more complicated. Islam, like other civilizations, spread through a mix of preaching, politics, trade, and conquest. Reducing the entire history to an out-of-context, silly internet video misses most of the story.